Hey, it's Courtney coming back with another video. This is my first time using this camera, so bear with me. I'm going to try to do this from start to finish. Instead of just doing the quick edits on Instagram, I'm going to do everything from scratch, including my eyebrows, foundation, everything, just all in one video. In the meantime, I hope the music is not too loud, but I have some of my favorite sets playing on SoundCloud, and I can leave a track list if it ends up being popping. I don't know, it's kind of playing at random right now. So today's look is just really going to be something, I really don't wear eyeshadow on a daily basis. I might do eyeliner, but I think it's time for me to dip in some eyeshadows that I can keep buying but not using. So I'm going to go in with the Juvia's Place Nubian 2 palette. I think everybody has this by now, really are familiar with the colors on here, but I'm probably just going to use the coppery colors, the golden copper colors, and kind of smoke it out a little bit. Something you can probably just wear whenever you want to. Honestly, I don't really feel like there's a specific time or place to wear a certain look. So if you don't wear, if you wear makeup to work, then you can probably do anything with glitter or not, but I'm gonna just freestyle it. There we go. First I'm gonna start with my eyebrows. I'm gonna look in the mirror while I do this, so I'm sorry for not looking at the camera. And lately I've been trying out this Shady Slim pencil by LA Girl. I'm not mad at it, honestly. It looks like this, pretty similar to like any other like Anastasia, the plastic like twist up type. It's not a lot of product though, so you probably go through this and like honestly, if you fill your eyebrows every day, you probably go through this probably in less than a month. I went through one already in probably like less than 3 weeks, and I really don't even do my eyebrows that heavy, and it was gone. So it's only $5.99. It's in New York. I found it at CVS. It's $5.99. I'm not sure how much it would be like in your area, but maybe check like Sam's Beauty, Amazon for it. It might be a little bit cheaper, but I'm not mad at it. For $5.99, it gets the job done. So I don't really like to go too dramatic with my eyebrows. I really don't have no eyebrows, honestly. They've always been thin since I was a kid. I just like to clean them up and just leave a little bit. I don't really do too much with the arch. And I always start like in the middle of my eyebrow, right here, and just do small strokes. I just like to keep the eyebrows a little simple. I don't really need them to be like on point all the time. Like my eyebrows, I mean, I think they look good, but they don't have to be perfect. I don't spend a lot of time on it. I think as long as you keep a basic shape, whether you tweeze them, razor, or thread, if you keep a basic shape, it's very easy to fill in your eyebrows. See how that's coming together, which is this is in the color brunette. They have a brunette and an espresso. Anything like espresso always seems to have like a red undertone, and I cannot stand red eyebrows. Like, I hate red brown eyebrows. Like, stay away. I like it to have a little bit more of an ash brown. More dull brown. So yeah, I just keep going until I get to the opacity I like, mostly with the pencil. Sometimes I just do pencil only, but sometimes I do pencil first just for like the general shape, and then I go over it with my dip brow just to kind of lock it in place. Because sometimes I find the pencil can kind of move around or fade during the day, but dip brow doesn't really go anywhere. Or you can go over with a powder to kind of set it. So this is mostly done for what I'm going to do, the pencil, and I'm going to go over that with my dip brow. So this is, see how it came together, like that, without having a lot to it, and this was the one with nothing on it. The one thing I haven't really, in all these years of doing makeup, I haven't really figured out exactly how to, sometimes I get like a shine, isn't that shine right there? I don't know if you can see it right now, but and sometimes I find that even with my eyebrow makeup on, it can kind of peek through. I mean, powder does work, but if anybody knows a better way, let me know, because I don't like that shine. And I don't think it's the product, so the shine is there before I put the product on. So again, I'm just following whatever arch is there. I haven't got my eyebrows done in a while, but I did clean up like in between and on the bottom with a razor. You know, the 99-cent pink razor that you can get from anywhere. I use that. I really hope my music is not too loud, but I really don't want to stop again and move my camera again. This is my first time using this camera, and I'm just trying to get the right settings. If I stop right now to replay this right now, I might not even finish the video to be 100% honest. See, I like my eyebrows. I don't like it to look like I spend too much time on my eyebrows. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really like that try super hard for eyebrows. Just like, I ain't even got to the foundation eyeshadow yet. So it's just like, I like to just kind of go in just to get a shape going on my eyebrows. And I really don't do the concealer thing either on myself. I mean, I will if my eyebrows are just kind of out of hand, or if I make a lot of mistakes or make them too wide. But I find that if you clean your eyebrows up, that's not really necessary. So now I'm just, yeah, so you see how this comes together in very few strokes. And this is a $5.99 pencil. Honestly, I would keep buying it. I just don't know, since it doesn't last for so long, I don't know if I'm really saving any money if I have to keep buying it. You know what I'm saying? If I think about 2 a month at $6 plus almost 10% tax in New York, like, I don't really see if that actually makes more sense than me just buying like an Anastasia that lasts me at least a month and a half online for, I use Friends Beauty. I'm a member on there, so I can get Anastasia pencils for like $13, and that's gonna last me over a month. So it's like, you know, if I gotta go through 2 of these in less than a month, it's like, I don't know. But for right now, this is easy to get. I can get it from the beauty supply store, or I can go to CVS, and they'll have it for $5.99, and I get coupons and stuff like that. You know how CVS roll. So I don't want to do too. And sometimes I go back in with my eyebrows and darken them up if I feel like they're just like too faint, or not like giving me what I need. But for right now, I think we good. And make sure when you brush them up, you like kind of brush them like in like that and up, and then as you go out like that, out. You see what I'm saying? It just gives you like that, like kind of towel effect, so it's not super just like lines or like super opaque. Don't want it to be super opaque unless it's a look you're going for. You know, it's no rules in makeup, so if that's the look you're going for, go ahead. But for me personally, I like to like brush through mine so they don't look too done. Like, I don't need to look too done. So I'm gonna finish up with the pencil, and then I'm gonna find my eyebrow brush. I use, if you're looking for new tools, you know, Morphe or Morphe is great for brushes. MAC obviously is great for brushes. Back in the day, when I first started doing makeup, I got into Bdellium tools, BDELLIUM tools. They're pretty inexpensive. If you're a freelancer, you really should get an account on friendsbeauty.com. It doesn't take a lot to get the account, but you get a lot of discounts on our stuff that's already cheap. And they add new brands all the time. They even have Makeup Forever on there now. They have Anastasia, they have Midnight, have Graftobian. They have a lot of stuff that you can find in a lot of places, but it's all in one. You can just do like mass orders if you need to, and you get really cheap stuff. You even get like Friends Beauty brand products that are even cheaper. But I really like Bdellium. If anyone's looking for like some quality brushes that'll last you, Bdellium tools they're A1 to me. They're A1 to me. If you ever go to any beauty expos, like the Makeup Show, or what's the other one? The Makeup Show. I can't think of the other one. But normally they're always there. They're always there, and they're gonna have their stuff on sale. I'm pretty sure you can get brushes for like $3.99 for like less than $10 for brushes there. So I'm just gonna clean out. This is my eyebrows. I use like a slanted brush like this. Forgive me, I'm not used to this camera yet, so I'm trying not to use my iPhone. You know, the iPhone's supposed to have like this great camera, but by the time you upload that iPhone and it gets compressed and you edit it, and it just looks a mess. And I'm trying to use a real camera so that it doesn't lose too much quality if this comes out decent and I want to upload it. So I'm just gonna go in with my Anastasia Dip Brow in dark brown. I really don't want to be holding stuff up to the camera trying to make it focus, because I know that feeling. I hate that. It's like, come on girl, like. But this is just dark brown Anastasia Dip Brow. And I just take a little bit, just a little bit, because you know, a little goes a long way here. I have this in dark brown, and I have it in ebony. I've had them forever. Honestly, I don't use a lot of this stuff. I've not cleared them. I had these for almost a year. I alternate between ebony and dark brown depending on what I'm going for, and they're not running out at all. And I always put the top on real good so they don't dry out. If they do dry out, just put a little bit of like any like mixing like Fix Plus spray or your NYX spray. Just put a little bit in your, you know, switch it around with a Q-tip or like the end of one of your old brushes, and like kind of let it dry for a second. Like let that sit out for a few hours and then put the cap on. I bet you good as new. So I'm just gonna go over my eyebrows with this just to like define them a little bit more. I think I left the TV on. I'm home by myself. You know, you hear noises like by yourself. You're just like, what was that? But I think I left the TV on up front. But it's all good. So yeah, just see how that just like we have a little bit more, just a little bit more definition than the pencil can provide. But like I said, I always feel like there's no real rules in makeup. Anything I'm doing, I just want to I love giving makeup tips. I've been messing around with makeup for as long as I can remember. I really got into it. I was in college, honestly. One of my best friends, shout out Danielle, she was in the makeup way before me, and she put me on the makeup, and I kind of just ran with it. So, and I just learned as I went. And so when I get like topics where I feel like I'm comfortable with any topic really, I don't mind sharing it. And like, it got to the point now where I know how to put on the face in whatever time I got. So if you tell me I got 10 minutes to get ready, then I know what to do. You know what I'm saying? But if I got all night to get ready, and I understand like makeup is like, it's personal. So, you know, if you do like to have super dark eyebrows, do that. If you like to do concealer all over your, you know, to clean them up, do that. It's not really my style, so I'm just trying to show you you don't have to do all of that, and you can still get the same look and come off the same without having to go through 1,050,000 steps. Like, I don't know how long this video is going to be, but if I wasn't on camera, I could probably finish in 20 minutes. From eyebrows to foundation to everything. So, because I'm trying to break it down and just give tips as we go, like, I think at this point, I don't know if you need like a how-to, because there's a million how-tos out there, but it's more like just a chit-chat about makeup and just like giving you little tips and tricks. Sorry about that, my camera died, so I had to give it some juice. I'm gonna finish up with my eyebrows right now. I was just, you know, going on about how makeup doesn't have any rules, and I'm just here to put my little 2 cents in and just give helpful tips to get that look you want without having to do 1,025 steps, because I've been there, done that, and it's just not worth it. Like, I'm just not about to be a slave to my makeup. And I wear makeup every day. I do not think anyone should be a slave to their makeup. It should not take you, if it's starting to feel like it's a chore to put your makeup on, you might want to rethink, you know, your relationship with makeup, but also just on the basic level, just rethink your techniques, because you don't have to spend a lot of time to get the look that you probably want, whether it's Instagram baddie look or a natural look or a we have to go out at night look or whatever look. So I just feel like once you get to a point where you have your technique down, that's really all that really matters. After that, you just make it your own. But just, you know, I think we should kind of walk away from being like a slave to our makeup. We already slave to the products, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can barely even go into any store without looking at the beauty aisle. I feel so proud of myself when I walk past Sephora without going in, or when I walk past the MAC store without going in, because I'm just like, I don't need nothing new. Like, make what you got do what it do, which is what I'm about to do right now on this video. Using some products that I've been had and just trying to come up with something cute that I would actually realistically wear. So I'm going to leave my eyebrows alone for now. I might go in and darken them back up. But for now, I think I like the way this looks. Let me just brush them out. I know I don't normally go in there with concealer, but I think I might do a little bit concealer today just because they're not, I mean, they're clean, but they're not as clean as I normally like them to be. So let me just grab that real quick. Yeah, so I'm just going to clean them up real quick. Just a little light cleanup. Find the brush on you. Should have had this already ready. There we go. Okay, I'm just gonna use a little bit. I got this Makeup Forever brush. It doesn't have the, it's called the straight 174 brush. This is great for eyebrows, especially for like the little cleanup. You know, it retains its shape. Makeup Forever brushes are bomb. They're expensive, so I wouldn't say that they're like something you need to have. But a brush, just any type of flat And I just use my finger to get the rest of that out, you see what I'm saying? And that's it. Like, only use, I'm using less than, not even a real squeeze of concealer. I'm gonna do the same thing over here. I don't know what's going on with my music. It's like going in and out, maybe. It could be the way they recorded it. First of all, I don't know how y'all find your new music, but I personally love ambient music. Like ambient, you know, basing from like normally like hip hop beats that people have reworked and edited. And then when I find strings that are like at least 10 minutes, I save them because those are like, for me, they're perfect music to either like work to or get ready to. So that's what I have playing in the background. I'm not sure exactly which one's playing right now, but yeah. So I'm gonna leave this because I feel like I'm spending too much time on my eyebrows right now, and I hate spending too much time on my eyebrows. All right. So as I mentioned before, we're gonna use the Juvia's Place Nubian 2 palette. I'm going to put on a little bit of primer. Just using the Lorac behind the scenes eyeshadow primer. Ben had this. Like I said, I just like to make what I got work for me before I go out and buy more, and this has been working for me just fine. I use this, or I even use the Urban Decay, or I use just a concealer. Concealer does the job really well too. And whenever I do, if I do concealer, actually I might put a little concealer on today. Just a little bit. Actually, yeah. Just combing through I have eyelash extensions on, and they just starting to look a little crazy. Any of y'all wear eyelash extensions, you know what I'm talking about. Like, sometimes they get to a certain point where like they get to twisting and turning. Yeah, but anyway, so I'm gonna take a little bit of Toffee LA Girl concealer and just put a little dot of it on my eyelids. This is something I don't do that often, but when I do it, I do notice a difference. So I'm just gonna take a little bit and let me scoot up a little bit. And just take a little bit of that. Smooth it out with that same 174 Makeup Forever brush. It's just a flat brush that looks like this. So any brush like this will do. I mean, I'm sure e.l.f. sells these. Don't go breaking the bank trying to keep up. Like, I do it sometimes on products that I think I really do need. But I can't lie to you, e.l.f. brushes are very soft and they get the job done. I like to upgrade on a need-to basis because chasing makeup trends will get expensive. And when you put out your credit card to just keep up with new makeup trends, like, you gotta rethink. You gotta rethink some stuff because it's not that deep. You know, like, it's fun. Makeup is definitely fun. I don't see me ever like not playing in new makeup, but I do like to try not to like break the bank for my makeup items. And I'm just gonna brush over mine. So I have like a Z palette full of loose MAC eyeshadows and some Makeup Geek in here too. So I might not have the exact names, but I'm gonna give you just the gist of what I'm using. So I'm gonna go in just like with one of these like neutrally taupey flesh toned eyeshadows and just a little bit to go over my lid just to give it that powder finish so that the eyeshadow can glide on. Yeah, just like that. I always do my eyes first. It's just a habit that I've formed. But, you know, whatever works for you. I think eyes first is a little better just because, like, any mistakes you might make, you can clean up with your, like, makeup wipe. You don't have to worry about any fallout in case your eyeshadows have fallout. So, sorry, my braids are, like, I just got these done recently, so they're just kind of, like, stiff. And, anyway. So, I'm going to go in with the Sigma's like dupe of the MAC 217 brush. This is a great crease brush, actually. So this is a Morph one that's like a dupe of it, and it's the M433, and then this is the Sigma one. I think I'm gonna actually use the fluffier one, the Morph one. And I'm gonna use I'm going to use, I think it's Cocoa Bear actually from Makeup Geek that I'm going to use. I want to see my dresser. Ain't nothing to see there. Alright, so I'm going to go in with, okay, Cocoa Bear is like this brick color, like that. I think it's, if you're like a matte girl, it's kind of similar to Saddle. But I'm just going to take it and get American. I don't know why I'm trying to be cute and use the viewfinder. No. Just take this little bit and just, you know, do your windshield wiper motion. Concentrate in the center. Where you start your brush off at is going to give you that look, whatever look you look going for. But for me, I like to start stuff towards the center, towards the outer, and then work it in. And I do little by little, because when you put too much product, it's easy to add products, but it's not easy to take away, especially when it comes to eyeshadow. You know, when you start messing up with your eyeshadow, very easy for you to get pissed once I get all off. So just start off with a little bit, go back and forth. And if you want more pigment, just dip right back into that pigment, whatever color you're using. Like, I'm gonna dip a little bit more. It's just a brick color. I still gotta get used to my settings, so sorry, you know, it's a little blown out a little bit. I'm gonna take some photos, but I can see in real life that it's cool. Just go back and forth, back and forth. Oh, my music is a little, I like it, but it's a little too sleepy, so I'm about to switch this real quick.
Maybe you should pick up a shit, listen to money.
There we go. Alright, so now that I have my, what I would call it my transition shades, that it wouldn't be like my only, it's not gonna be my only crease color. So that's just kind of how I start. Like I said before, I like to build up with my shadows. So that's just like the first level of crease. Because then I'm going to go in with back to that Nubia's Place and touch on Madagascar, which is like this brown right here. It's like a little dusty brown. Go in there. And just kind of go right on top of what I'd already set down, which was the Cocoa Bear by Makeup Geek. Just blow that out a little bit more. Cool. Now I'm going to go in with my Sigma brush that I had, which is a little bit more narrow, so I can really get in there and start going into my darker color. And I know sometimes I'm using a lot of shadows and I low-key hate that I'm doing that. It's just like a bad habit. But you really only need one crease color. I'm just trying to show y'all, okay? But you really need one crease color. If anything, I would say always have a transition shade, something like Saddle or Cocoa Bear, and then have like a deeper color, like a dark brown, or like a dark brown that suits your skin tone. So if you're like my skin tone or darker, a deep color like Embark or just like a dark brown that's not gray, have that in your arsenal. And if you're a little bit lighter, you don't probably need to go past like a chocolatey color to get that depth that you're going to want. So I'm going to go with my like a little bit slightly narrow Sigma E25, which is another like a dupe for the 217. I'm going to just go into this dark brown right here. I can't think of what color this is, I'm sorry, because they're like, it's Mocha. It's Mocha Makeup Geek. And I'm going to go on the outside part of my crease. And I like to go like in circular motions with this when it gets to so they can really get that payoff. Do you think I'm gonna change brushes to Sigma? It's old, so I brushed off, and but it looks like this. So I'm gonna keep going into mocha. I'm gonna go in a circular motion to really pack it on. And don't worry, especially when you first start getting into eyeshadow, sometimes stuff don't really pull together until you put your base down, which is put your foundation on. And I think it's honestly just because when you putting color on your face, what it does sometimes is it can highlight your imperfection. So like me naturally, I have like under eye circles, a little bit of discoloration, a little bit of redness. It's not even that major. You can't tell I don't have makeup on like that. As soon as I start putting color on my eyes, it starts to all pop out. And so I think it brings it back home once you put that foundation on and you even everything out. Because sometimes you can be doing makeup and be like, oh my god, I look awful. But it really don't look awful. If it looks awful after you put your foundation on, then yeah, you need to look more practice. But sometimes it's just that it's highlighting your flaws because you're putting color that's not naturally there on your face. So I don't really like dark eyeshadow, so I know I could definitely make this a little deeper, and I might before we done, but right now I like the way this is looking. This is just handling from the crease. Just the dark brown, see that? Okay. So I'm gonna gonna go back in here, and I'm going to do, so which one I wanna do? Do I wanna do copper, or do I wanna do, I think I'm gonna go ahead and do copper. I'm gonna just try something I haven't done in a while. I do a lot of frosty eyeshadow on my own, so I'm gonna I find that these kind of like foily looking colors look better if you put them on with a moist brush. I've been using an e.l.f. synthetic brush. This is synthetic eye brush. I can't talk right now. Eyeshadow C brush. I'm gonna give it a spray. Shouldn't be soaking wet, so make sure it's not like dripping. I want to be damp, and then you're gonna dip into that foily looking color. And this is Ya. Hope I'm saying that right. It's Ya. And what you do when it's like this, instead of trying to brush it on, you kind of want to pack on the color. You see what I'm saying? Pack it on until you get it where you want, like how you want it to look. See? Just pack it on. Sometimes if you try to drag it across the eyeshadow pack and then drag it across your eye, it's kind of like it skips, you know? So again, I'm gonna go back, pick up some more of that. This is my first time using this eyeshadow. Like sometimes I have like a love-hate relationship with this palette. I like kind of left it alone for a while, but then I come back to it and I'm like, oh, okay, I like it again. But even when I came back to it, I haven't used this color before, so we both gonna be in for a treat for however it comes out. So I'm just going in and pressing that with some more. See that? Ooh. Make sure I'm sorry if I haven't been close enough. Just gonna pack it up. Okay, see that? That's pigment right there, honey. Again. I'm gonna go back to a little bit more on this one. Just packing it. Yep, don't worry about it being super perfect right here. It doesn't need to be, because we're going back in again to deepen up that crease. Okay. See, let me cover it. It's like a nice little orangey bronze color. So what I'm going to do is go back in with my small fluffy brush. And I'm going to go in with the same palette. And I'm going to touch the color, it's called Kenya. It's the darkest color in the palette right here. Just a little bit. Just to like a... Because you don't want to, remember, you want to always leave room to add. Because you can't really take away once you get this deep with your eyeshadow. Like at this point, if I mess it up, it's going to be messed up. Because you can't really, it's hard to take off dark shadows. You can't always blush them out. Some colors you can brush out if they are a little bit too pigmented, but sometimes it's just not worth it. So just go in light. I'm gonna keep my eye open, but looking at the mirror, and just do that little circular motion again. Sorry. Circular motion, because again, we're packing on. Packing on, but you don't want to drag it. You want to keep it neat. See that? See how that's the depth we just got there? Look at my bags. Just look at a little bit of depth on this side, but we just created a little bit more depth over here. And you just drag it on over. Yep. And just do it to your preference. It's a little circular motion. So I like to go a little bit in. I'm going to go to the other side. Circular motion. Circular motion. Alright. Circular motion. Go back in there. Let's see how I like this. Okay. Alright. So then now what I'm going to do, see if you look here, you see how we got the depth on the outside? You want to keep blending that out to your heart's desire. I'm going to keep blending. I'm going to keep blending mine out. I was going to go with another shadow, but you know what? I'm going to keep it simple because that's what I like to do. And honestly, I'm not trying to go all out just for a video because in real life, that's not what I would do. So my whole thing is that I really wanted to show y'all like how you can get the looks done without having to keep going into a whole bunch of eyeshadows. So if you would like to, keep going. But I'm going to show you how it's going to end up without having to go in like 1,025 shadows. So, or at least not going through a lot of palettes. I love to do an inner highlight up in here. So just like I'm going to use Lip Wink by MAC because in this palette that's sitting right here, but you can stick to the same palette if you want to. All of these are a little bit harsh for me right now. So I'm not going to go into any of these for it. Just wants like a nice gold sheen, which you can use anything, honestly. I'm just going to use Lip Wink because it's sitting right here. Remember, use what you got. Because I promise you probably have everything you need to get a look done. And I'm just going to go in and just subtly brush that Lip Wink. Some of the times when you do like inner corner and stuff like that before foundation, you might have to go back in and do it again. But I just want to get the groundwork. Get the groundwork done. I love this mix. It goes on for like an hour. It's like 4 different playlists that someone put together and uploaded. Oh, I should have showed you how to do like a halo eye. Let me next time. Right now, it's looking fine. I told you we're not done. We still gotta put the base on, do some under eyeshadow and like a liner. But for me right now, this is as deep as I'm gonna get. I don't want to make it too dark. I don't want to make it too dark. You see, let me cover up my face. Okay, so we're gonna stop right here. It's like on the face. I'm gonna come back to the eyes. I'm gonna be using Inglass under makeup base. This is a good one. My favorite one is the Benefit Professional, but I ran out of that, so I'm using this one. This one is a little heavy. It reminds me kind of like a Smashbox, more of like a clear. It's definitely good for winter, and it's good for when you're gonna wear like a heavier foundation. I'm gonna be using. Just make sure you rub when you rub it. I like to go in circles because basically what it's doing is filling in any pores you got. So make your skin look flawless up under your foundation. You know, so you don't want to just like wipe it. Just go in like a circle. Go in a circle. Like this. Get all over you. Make sure you get under your eyes. And I'm going to be using the MAC Studio Fix today. My favorite foundation is NARS Sheer Glow. But I ran out, so I gotta get some more. So I'm going to just go with OG MAC. This is NC45 and NC50. I'm going to mix them. I can kind of get away with both of them on their own, but I feel like when I put them together, that's like, you know, it's more my match. So I'm going to just mix them in the back of my hand. I'm going to just do one pump. I ain't going nowhere, so I don't even do a whole much pumps, so I don't need full coverage right now. But I'm going to do one pump of each. Oops, I think I put a little bit more NC50. I can wear NC50, but sometimes it pulls a little orange or red on me. So I'm just going to mix them back in my hand like this. You know what I think is a good dupe for the MAC Studio Fix Drugstore is the L'Oreal True Match. I love both of those. I love that foundation. I use both C6 and C7. I can get away with either one again alone, but sometimes I like to mix those if I can, but C6 gets the job done. So what I have to do is just, after mixing it so I don't waste my product, just go in, put it on where you want your coverage. Normally I would use a corrector, but again, we just try to keep it simple. And I don't really have my corrector sitting right here, so I'm just going to use what I have right now sitting next to me. Make sure you get it on your mouth. And I know MAC foundations are known to oxidize, so like right now this is a little light. And by the time I'm done, take photos, it's going to be my color, if not a little darker. Hate it, but that's what happens. Let me grab a brush. So that's been sitting on my face for a second because I had to get up, but I'm going to go in with my Morphe 439 brush. I used to love, I use my Beauty Blender a lot. But sometimes to get like that really nice, like flawless look, the brushes just get the job done a little bit better. Especially like these kabuki brushes, what you do is just kind of like buff your face. Like you don't gotta like wipe it. Just kind of press the foundation in. Make sure you go down. Yeah, I've been enjoying this mix while I got up. Make sure you get under there. I go over my lips most of the time. I don't gotta do that, but my lips are kind of pink, so I have to like take some of that pink down my lip too. Okay. And at this point, we can start to see what you're working with. You know what I'm saying? I can see what my eyebrows are looking like for real now. Okay. I'm gonna brush through my eyebrows. Okay. And I have like my Real Techniques. I just bought this. This is my first time out all these years trying the Real Techniques beauty sponge. I like it. I really do. I'm just gonna go on over my face just a little bit just to make sure I'm blended. So we're not really done with eyeshadow yet, but I like to get my base on before I start messing with under my eyes and eyeliner. So but you see how now that you have like kind of blotted out your skin tones, now like imperfections or redness, you just really have to start to see what the eyeshadow's doing, because it's not being disrupted by anything. Yeah, so I'm gonna go in with my concealer, and I'm gonna use good old handy dandy fawn because it's not super light, but it gives a subtle highlight for me. I throw down the nose. Chin is something I just started doing, but the jury's still out if I really like it or not. So, and I'm gonna just let it kind of thicken up a little bit on my face. So, I don't know why I keep wanting to look in the viewfinder, but dabbing. And also this orange, this Real Techniques beauty sponge is only, it was $5.99 compared to my beauty blender that I get for $16 on Friends Beauty or $20 in the store. And to me, I haven't noticed a huge difference yet. So right now, I'm sold on this. And if I see him again, I might get two. Put one in my kit and then have two for me. Yeah, so we're gonna just blend this out. I like to make sure I kind of go into my nose with concealer, especially if it's not too bright. This one isn't too bright. So. Yeah. And one thing I've also changed, I'm going to set my under eye with just a brush. I'm not going to do a lot of baking. I'm also going to take a piece of napkin just to go over my shine. Like the shine between my eyebrows can go. Just going to take it and leave it there for a second. Let me grab some setting powder. I'm using the Makeup Forever Pro Finish powder. I have it in 174, but I think I should probably go 173. Let me see. I'm gonna re-up. Let's do a light dusting over it on my face. And then I'm gonna take another e.l.f. brush that I like to set my under eye area with. I used to be in love with Sacha Buttercup, and I still am, but I've been revisiting the banana powder. Just take the fluffy brush from e.l.f. Dust it off. Get my mirror. And just kind of like one of these numbers. I think it's way more flattering than baking all the time, you know? Some people can get away with baking, I think, if you have like oily skin. But I don't have oily skin and I don't want to look dried out, you know what I'm saying? Just take this concentrate where I put the most base, you know? This is foundation and concealer up under my eyes. You want it to move. And then a little bit. Okay, right here. But I think it's way more forgiving, honestly. It's way more forgiving on the skin. Okay. Alright. Alright. So now, to finish up these eyes, I'm going to go in with another pencil brush that looks just like this. And I'm going to just take whatever dark brown shadow you've been using this whole time. I'm going to go back to mocha. And I'm going to mix mocha with cocoa bear to get like a bricky brown, like a brick brown kind of color. And look up. And go in slow because you don't want to like have all the fallout going everywhere. I'll just look up and just brush it through in my lash line. See how you're getting that slight shadow? Again, you want to build instead of trying to get it all done at one time. The more you do stuff like, the more you practice, the more you're going to get it. You can't not practice, and then when you're about to go out and you want to look a certain way, you're like, oh man. You bust out a look and you're like, it's not going to come out the way you want it. So playing your makeup. You know, even me, sometimes I don't practice certain things, and I like try to do it, and I'm like, it's not coming out right. It's just because I haven't done it in a while. Remember, makeup is personal. Like, whatever you dig in, however you want to wear your makeup, wear it. Don't worry about how other people worried about it, you know? We all go through those moments. We all got to go through rites of passage, you know? We all been there where our foundation is too light, or too dark, too orange, where our eyeliner is too heavy, our eyebrows too heavy, our blush too heavy, like, whatever. Like, I don't mind that. Like, I feel like you'll look back and be like, oh man, okay. That's when I was first starting. But as long as you're growing and like it doesn't stay looking like that, and you just find ways to make it more flattering and look good on you, that's all it is. It's just practice. Practice makes perfect. Or good enough. I don't know. I'm not really a perfectionist when it comes to makeup. And I do freelance makeup, but I do mostly editorial makeup, where it's kind of like a no makeup. And I do have some clients who come, you know, just like events and they want makeup. But I just find that like most of the time, less is more. Even when you're using color, less is more. It's so flattering. You can have like a lime green eyeshadow, but when you perfect your skin and the way things are sitting on your skin, girl, you are good to go. So I think I built this up to how I like it, but I think I'm gonna go. I didn't want to use any black eyeliner, but I'm gonna go in with my black eyeliner, which I don't do a lot. But again, we trying new stuff. I never used this copper color, which I'm like loving. The more and more I get done with my makeup, the more I'm loving this copper. So I think I'm gonna do a slight winged eye look too. I might do it off camera though, but I'm gonna just go on my waterline right now. The best trick that I think, if you're doing it with other people, have them slightly stick their tongue out and make sure that they're looking in the opposite direction that you're starting. So if you're starting on this part of the eye, make sure she's looking, or he's looking, to the left. If you're starting on the right. Starting on the right, or like the left side of the eye, make sure that they're looking to the right. And it makes a huge difference. There's a trick too about sticking your tongue out that makes the eye stop fluttering. It's hit or miss. That don't always work. But when it worked, it worked. But when it don't always work. Let's hit this waterline. Oh, these braids. I love braids. But they get in the way. kind of like to bring it down a little bit outside the world. Oh no. Oh no, I got something on my face. Maybe the camera not picking up on it. Oh, look at that. Yeah, I'm glad I did that. So I wasn't gonna do a waterline. Now I'm gonna just hit the top and do a slight wing. Also, same thing with the, I know wing eyeliner been in style for the past couple years now, but don't be scared of a wing eyeliner, girl. That wing eyeliner can change your look for real. You ain't gotta be the big, you know, long dramatic eyeliner like going all the way out here. No, just like a slight little slant. It definitely helps bring. Sometimes it brings in it helps. It emphasizes the shape of your eye. And I have like pretty, kind of like large eyes, and I do find that when I do winged eyeliner, it complements the shape of my eye. And I guess another thing that I found out, if I don't stress too much about the shape of my winged eyeliner, it doesn't really. It turns out pretty good. Oh, my battery's about to die again, I think. I can't tell. Alright, I'm gonna do this off camera. I'm gonna come back with that already on. So I'm back. My phone had to charge up a little bit. Now you can see that the foundation kind of oxidized a little bit. Well, maybe you can see. I don't know if you can tell, but I can tell. So I'm gonna try to hurry up before that my phone goes out again. I need to let just charge up in May. I don't know what I was thinking. So as far as like contouring goes and all that, I don't do like a heavy contour, but I will go in with powder. I just take like a fluffy brush. It's another e.l.f. brush. The angled blush brush I'll use, and I'm going to use Ruby Kisses mineral powder in chestnut. Also another good beauty supply store find. I normally just do contouring like a bronzer, and I go down the bridge of my nose as well. So I'm going to just go in real quick. This is like the last parts of my makeup that I kind of rushed through, I ain't gonna lie. I gotta decide what I'm gonna do for my lips. Not sure yet. But yeah, so just tap it, you know, a little bit. I always start at the top of my ear. And circular motions. Now I have done, you know, like a more harsher contour, and I might do like a cream. But recently I just find that it's just not that, I don't like the look so much. I just don't. So I just use a brown powder like this. It's not too deep. Just make sure it's not too red. Like if you have format by MAC, I like that. That's a little red, but it's like a very beginner like contour shade you can use that you can't really go wrong with it, because it's kind of functions as a blush to me. It's how it has like a grayness to it. You don't want to go too far down here. I kind of went a little bit too far. I'm not even gonna lie, but normally I just keep it up here. Go on this side. And this brush is a little extra fluffy, but it's like one of the ones I had clean. Because I hate using dirty brushes no matter what. So I would make anything shake just to not use a dirty brush. Like this brush is a little big. But just go on circular motions. And I like to go just like top of my forehead. Do that. Setting powder just a little bit. I just love subtlety, so don't go too overboard ever with any product, like ever. And you just trick that. It's kind of define where you just put that bronzer. You just brush it out. And I'm not big on letting stuff sit on the face anymore. I used to, but I realized that I was just starting to look a little cakey and dry because my skin's dry as hell. So I don't really benefit. See how that cleans up a little bit? I just don't benefit from having stuff sit on my face unless it's lotion. If it's not oil, I don't benefit from it. It don't do nothing for me. So I'm gonna go in with another, like, one of my flat fluffy brushes. This is like an old brush I've had since like early 2000s, Sedona Lace. Just gonna go through back to my chestnut Ruby Kisses bronzer. Just go down the bridge of my nose, just very slightly. Definitely don't want to be too harsh here. At the end of the day, when you really think about it, sometimes nose contouring only looks good in photos. It does not look that great in person all the time. It can, but it does not look great all the time in photos. So, it doesn't look that great in person. It looks great in photos though. So this is why I try to just use a brush that I can blend out so well that I'm not self-conscious about it in real life. My goal really is just to raise the bridge a little bit. But I do find if I go overboard by any means, it don't do nothing, and I just feel self-conscious that I'm making my nose look. I mostly concentrate mine because my nose is more, I guess you can call it bulbous. Like I have most of my nose neat, I guess you could say, is at the bottom. So I kind of going to create that shadow more so on the tip of my nose, on the sides. My bridge is already a little bit, it's already raised. But normally I just concentrate the shadowing right here. Right? And you don't have to go overboard with that either. And as far as highlighting, this is an old favorite of mine. I don't know, I think people will be sleeping on this. This is Trace Gold Shadow by MAC. It gives such a subtle highlight that I'm about to put down my nose, as you can see, and I'm putting it on top of my cheeks as well. I'm gonna start with the top of my cheeks, right here. So normally how I do it is I just go in the highest parts of your cheeks, which you can just feel the bone, and that's what I want to highlight. So, see that? I'm using a fluffy brush like this. Very subtle. It's subtle. And in real life, it low-key looks like it's coming from like within, like coming from up through the skin, not like, it's not very glittery. It's a very muted gold color. I like to go, I know people don't hate like this, but I love this. Because I have a cupid bow, so I like to get that bad boy popping. And add just a little bit on the bridge of my nose. The way my nose is shaped, doing it on the tip is not very flattering, so I'll emphasize it on my bridge and let it slide. You know, just let the brush slide. Like that. If I want to add a little bit more. I actually should have did my blush first, but it's okay. Because it's not that deep. And lastly, well not lastly because my lips is going to be last, but for blush, what blush should I do? I'm going to just use my old favorite because I told you, like I like to just use what I have. So same thing that I want you to do is just use what you have, and then once you use what you have, you know what you want, because you'll be like, okay, I'm done with this, it don't work for me no more, you know what I'm saying? And then you go out and then you buy stuff. Don't just be buying stuff, because trust me, you'll have a whole collection of makeup, especially if you're not a makeup artist and all you do is other people's makeup. You just don't, if all you do is your own makeup, you don't need a lot of stuff. You want to condense it so that you can like have what you have and then have what you have when you want to play around and get more like, exciting looks going on. But just collecting stuff, we don't want to be hoarders for makeup. We don't want to end up in the show hoarders. I'm actually surprised there's not one yet that I've seen on that show Hoarders. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. I have yet to see one that had beauty products, but I'm pretty sure in the next like 10 years, it's gonna be somebody auntie on there. They're gonna be digging her out of her house because she got so much makeup products. Watch, I'm telling you. All right, I'm back. See, this is why you gotta have all your stuff together when you record. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm wasting. It's okay. I'm just trying to show you how you can just do looks with stuff you already have. You don't have to constantly be buying stuff. Nothing that I'm using today is anything that I've bought recently. It's all stuff that I have had. Honestly, like every single thing is something I've already had. So I'm gonna go in my lip liner. It's a little brown. This is like a NYX medium brown liner. I'm gonna mix two colors. This is my Kat Von D, the Kat Von D liquid matte lipstick and bow and arrow, and I'll mix it with a brownish kind of color, so it can be like natural. Like, is it brown? Is it pink? You know, you don't really know. Like, I love those kind of colors. Like, I buy so many of like the same looking colors, and they all kind of have like brown, pink look to them. So I'm just gonna put a light layer of the brown, and before it sets, go over it with the Kat Von D. See that? I love colors like this because it's low maintenance. Like, I love colors that I don't have to just like keep reapplying all night. So I'm just trying to get my braids in formation. You know when you get fresh box braids, like they just be stiff. You don't know if they coming or they going, you know what I'm saying? But I'm trying to get these to just lay flat. There we go. There. Alright, so I'm gonna let this dry. And this is a look that I think you can wear this look anywhere. This is like stuff that you probably honestly can put together with stuff you already got. I bet you. If you've been watching YouTube and you've been buying stuff, girl, this is a look you probably can do tonight. So, honestly, so a recap is just I use Juvia's Nubian 2 palette, the color Ya, and I just used the browns in the dark purple dark color Kenya. Stick to that. You can get it. I dipped into other things, but that's not necessary. I just did it because it's sitting right here. And I did Studio Fix Foundation, mixing NC45 and NC50. I slightly contoured with Ruby Kisses and Chestnut. My lips are a mixture of Kat Von D's Bow and Arrow, and I honestly think it was like Kylie Cosmetics Brown Sugar, which is a really pretty color actually. I can't be mad. It's actually a really nice color. My blush is an old discontinued blush from MAC called All's Good. It's like a rosy kind of pink with like a slightly purple. Trace Gold. If you don't want nothing else from this video, but you do want to go around and buy something, run the MAC. If they still make it, I hope it's not discontinued. Get Trace Gold. Trace Gold is a blush that if you have like if you're like my skin color, maybe a little bit deeper. Honestly, I think anybody who's like has like a little bit of olive to your skin tone, you love it. It's easy to use. It's not like super blinding. It's not super sharp, like glittery. It's just like a nice sheen that makes it look like you're like glowing from within, like you just like about that love and light, really, like honestly, like naturally. And that's it. And I'm gonna spray my face because like what's a YouTube video without getting misted? So I'm gonna just make sure I don't shake it up a little bit. Nice little mist. Ooh. Mist is also good for like full coverage foundations like this one. And look, I'm all set. And I don't think I'm even going over tonight, but this is a good look because like you still get the pop of color, but you get the pop of color, but it's not crazy, you know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of like a douchey, like how much time you spend on that? A little bit of time? I don't know. Alright, so thank you for rocking with me for this. I'm sorry I had the key restarting. This is my first time using an actual camera and not my iPhone, and hopefully we meet again.